Welcome to ECN Trade Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration.
Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you very much for joining me. Well, since the Australian dollar struck a new 6.5-month low against the US dollar at 68.34, the market bulls have slowly gathered and now licking their wounds and presently pushing away from the base of 68.40 and now looking to challenge the top side of the range around 69.05 to 69.45 to 55. It is at present the technical implications have firmed up slightly, so I do expect to see a little squeeze due to the last 3 days of bullishness. Nevertheless, the market should find resistance from that level and then turn back to the downside where the bullish foundations still hold around that 68.40. An interesting turnaround for the euro as the market now challenges to the top side of the range after rebounding from the 111.60 support. The range overnight was from around 111.86 and up to a high of 112.53, now slightly a little bit higher by 10 points. The market at this stage does look like it can challenge at least towards 113.15.30. It would seem that the US Fed steals the show back from Mario Draghi and leaving the door open for possible rate cuts. In the early hours of this morning, as widely expected, the US Federal Reserve kept interest rates unchanged following a 2-day June policy meeting. In the statement, the Fed did drop the word patient and said it would act as appropriate to sustain the economy. Only one voting member of the Federal Open Market Committee, or the FOMC, objected to this decision to leave interest rates, and that was President James Bullard, or Vice President, should I say. And nevertheless, the market has got a little bit geared up in terms of the weaker US dollar and a stronger euro. And talking about a weaker dollar, the dollar yen finally breaks out of this range that's been holding now for 14 days. And from the break, the market is now looking towards the region of 106.60.70. It is assessed, though, that any advances should find resistance now around 108.05. The pound also recovers from that base around 125 and now looking towards the top side of the range around 126.95 to 127.60. It is assessed from the technical implications the bulls are back in play as the dollar weakens further overnight since the Fed rate decision to keep on hold, but still dovish. And therefore, we could see the market surge towards that level. A very impressive rally in gold this morning after the market surged through the level of 1,365 and struck a high of 1,393 before dropping back. It is assessed from a technical point that we're getting overbought and reaching the target that most people have been calling around 1,400. Could see a bit of whipsawness, so I'm now sitting out for the moment, but support at this stage comes in around 1,358 to 62. And wrapping up with the oil, still like the pattern here. I still believe it's bullish, and therefore we should see further upside tests to at least 55 or even towards $58 a barrel. Well, that wraps up for today. Thank you very much for joining me, and as always, look out for the intraday report, and I hope you enjoy the day that's ahead.